Spooner. At center, number 16, Sarah Nurse. At right wing, number 37, Anissa Gamble. On defense, number 21, Megan Quinn. And number 9, Melissa Chanel. And at goalkeeper, number 34, Amanda McKenna. The head coach is Courtney Kessel, assisted by PJ Michael and Peter Ainsworth. And now for the home Worcester Blades. At right wing, number 17, Megan Greaves. At center, number 81, Megan Morgan Turner. At right wing, number 9, Debbie Crossman. On defense, number 7, Lauren Williams. And number 25, Alexis Miller. And at goalkeeper, number 30, Jessica Convery. Head coach is Paul Kennedy, assisted by Mike Garagosian. And the officials for today's game. The referees are Kelly Cook and Katie Gay. The linesmen are Jenny Cameron and Rachel Hutchinson. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we ask you to please stand for the playing of O Canada and the Star Spangled Banner.
Check prevents her shot. Into the skates of Myers, she's able to get it out, and she has a little bit of space. Along the left wall. I don't know. Welcome back. Apologies for the technical difficulties here. It's 1-0 Furies in the first period, 11:15 to play. Goal from Cheyenne Darkangelo back in the first 3 minutes as Convery makes another save for the Blades. 11:06 to go. Allen spins one in, and Convery pops it into her own glove and will halt play. With 11:02 to play, face off to the gloved hand of Convery. In her time at the University of Minnesota Duluth in her senior season, a .920 save percentage and a .233 goals against average in 32 games for the Bulldogs. Pass broken up, but back to Quinn at the blue line. Thrown back in and over the blade of Stewart. Into the slot, a shot goes wide from Nurse. Turner and the Blades pushing up once more. Pass for Greaves. A little bit of daylight. She comes in a hair offside. Greaves, a third-year veteran for the Blades out of Cary, North Carolina. She has She played for Boston College for 4 years, from 2012 to 2016. Very furtive years for the Eagles. 3 foes and 4 trips and a nearly perfect senior season, losing in the championship game to the University of Minnesota that year. As Michaela makes another stop. Spun around, finds Quinn, who will get it up. Fulton unable to control, and she'll just tip it along. Megan Sperling back with it for the Blades. She'll spin around her own net, run right into Darkangelo. She's able to get it beyond the blue line. The Furies can't play as they are offside. They tag up, and they're back in. Carrie Atkinson comes up, a 1-2-2 forecheck structure for the Furies, cutting off much of the neutral zone breakouts, but they've also been very good at taking the puck away in the Blades zone through the first 10 minutes of action. Greaves ushers it in. And a penalty coming up against Toronto, it looks like. It'll be a hooking call, and the Blades will head to the power play. Blades did not score in their 4 power play chances in yesterday's contest, but a chance here with Renata Fost heading to the box. Fost leads the team in penalty minutes, and helping out in that regard was her 2 and a 10 for checking from behind in the second period of the second game against Shenzhen last weekend. Myers down low, a shot into the chest of Michaela. 9:43 to play. Thank you for joining us on Worcester Blades YouTube. Apologies for the technical difficulties. We are back live on air. Blades with the power play. Courtney Turner wins the faceoff. Myers will flip it to Williams. Williams comes center point, will find Miller. Miller throws it on, and a shot is blocked, and able to clear it out is Julie Allen, the 50-year forward out of Brampton, Ontario. Allen was part of the initial Furies Clarkson Cup win in 2013-14. Since 13-14, the Furies have not won the Clarkson Cup and missed the playoffs last season. Miller finds Williams. Williams gets it away and gets it to the backhand for Miller. A shot on, and it's just a bit wide. Suzuki hammers it around, and it'll go 200 feet as Convery comes out of her cage to set up the play. Miller, a key part of the Boston University power play in her 2 years there. Gets it up again. Crossman cutting in. Crossman along the wall gets her stick control back, but a little late. As Atkinson alive again, as Turner unable to hold the line and throwing it back all the way down. Convery makes the stop outside of her blue crease, and we play on with 47 seconds left in the penalty. Fast for hooking was the call. Pass across, and Channel breaks it out. Harris has to hold for her teammate to get back onside. She does, and she'll cut in. Chance for Greaves, poked back to the wall, a shot on, and an easy glove save on the shot from Morgan Turner. Turner played 4 years at Dartmouth for the Big Green, 103 games played for them. A second-round pick by Worcester this past summer. She hails from Chicago, Illinois, but now she'll take a seat on the bench and yield way for the second power play unit. Fleming and Stathopoulos can't make the connection. The pass goes down into the Blades' end. Final 15 seconds of this power play chance for Toronto, and 8 minutes to go in the period. Furies still up 1-0 on the early strike from Cheyenne Darkangelo. Stathopoulos pokes it forward. Fleming trying to fish it out of the skates of Howard. Penalty has expired. We're back to even at full strength 5-on-5. Bank it off the wall for Quinn, who gets it up for Howard through her legs. Able to find Stewart, back for Howard. Nurse cuts in, cuts to the left and throws it forward, but into the skates of Fleming, and back the other way will go Nicole Giannino. A shot on, and ushering it to the corner is Michaela. Megan Sperling chases down defense as Fedeschi gets it up for Stewart. Out of the reach of Fulton, and Sperling will turn back with it at the red line. Caitlin Sperling, her sister, will chase in after it. Along the wall again, Christina Brown cuts off Fedeschi. Sperling unable to cut off Nurse, and up for Stewart. 7 minutes to go in the first period. A save made for Convery again. No traffic in front. Furies unable to get a rebound. It's up again for Caitlin Sperling. Cut in and throw, and a shot on is saved again. Atkinson, a wide chance at the net. Molson up to the blue line and no further. First one to it is Renata Fast. Back for Molson. Molson in her 9th year in the CWHL. Her only Clarkson Cup champion came with these Furies. She spent 2010 to 2012 with the Burlington Barracudas, who are no longer a team in the league. A 2-year captain at Niagara University. And she's involved in a scrum but gets it out for her teammates. Up ice, 3-on-2 they go. Fast with Allen and Darkangelo. Leaves it off for Darkangelo, the goal scorer, whose shot is blocked. Rebound chance, and Darkangelo with the finish. Her second of the contest. That's 2 for 22 for Toronto. With a win today, Toronto will go over the 500 mark. They currently sit 2-2. And now under 6 minutes to go, Fedeski up for Prevost. Miller has at the back end, Turner finds Williams. Over the red line onside, dumped in just wide of Michaela's cage. Prevost unable to get to it quickly, and a shot on is a knuckler save for Michaela. First points of the day, first points of the season for Fast on that assist. Turner leans back in on this face-off against Nurse. Frequent matchup today as Suzuki takes it off the Furies' win. Miller from her blue line will find Greaves, banks off of her skates, and Natalie Spooner up with it. Anissa Gamble misses on the shot. Along the near side wall, Nurse for Spooner, couldn't get her shot through. Spooner has it again, can't get the pass through. Fedeski winds and fires, and Convery sticks it up into the netting and out of play with 5:10 to go.
We'd also like to thank the following sponsors: Tim Hortons, Porter Airlines, Toronto Maple Leafs.
5 minutes and 10 seconds on the clock for the Worcester Blades and the Toronto Furies. A 2-0 lead on 2 goals from Cheyenne Darkangelo. And first, before this faceoff can be taken, Blades found in violation. So McCaskill is out. Stathopoulos will swoop in. Stathopoulos able to push it backward. And now Megan Sperling has it behind her cage. Fleming spins, couldn't find the puck. Channel did. Back out in front. Spooner didn't have her stick down. Stathopoulos to the middle of the ice. Looking for McCaskill. It's cut off, and Nurse moves up with it. Nurse on, and it's wide. Nurse a second shot. Convery didn't recover, but the shot goes wide. 4:40 to go as Carrie Atkinson out of Fort Worth, Texas will flip it ahead, and as it's heading right on cage, no icing, the Blades a chance to change. Megan Quinn surveying her options, 4 years at Syracuse for the rookie defender. Finds Darkangelo, a fellow Syracuse player, only played there 2 years though. Christina Brown with it after the Blades get at the blue line. Brown sends it to the middle, a shot on, and a chance for Giannino is saved. Fast now the other way as the Furies come back with it. Pass out of the reach though, and Miller has it once more. Miller throws it to a vacant corner, and Emma Greco has it for Toronto. Under 4 to play in the first period. Thank you for joining us on Worcester Blades YouTube. I'm Max Walpuff, and it's a 2-0 lead for the Toronto Furies. Atkinson gets it around one forechecker. Headman pass, 2 lines for Goldberg. Chelsea Goldberg, in her 3rd year out of Northeastern, sends it around the net. Greco leaves it right in her skates. Goldberg can't finish, trying to find Myers as she was crashing to the front. Greco banks it right off the lineswoman, and this will be dumped to the wall, and she'll head off for a change. Her task completed. Courtney Turner sends it fast around, not fast enough as Jessica Platt is there first. Hard collision in the far side corner with 3:08 to play. Atkinson up for Myers, who couldn't get it out with Suzuki on her. Megan Sperling has it for Worcester. As the black and gold break out through the middle of the ice, it's taken away by Spooner. Sperling breaks her chance up and gets it along the wall and is able to usher it away. Spooner will flip it where nobody is except Shannon Stewart. Pass was out of her reach. She's at the end of her shift. She will exit. Suzuki. And the Furies turn it over at the Worcester blue line. But right back to Natalie Spooner, breaking in 1-on-2, and a shot goes wide. Convery far out to challenge on these shots from distance. Quinn again for Channel. Now finds Quinn once more. Megan Greaves harasses her all the way backward, as Michaela has to step in and play a third defender, gets it to Chanel. And pop up and into the Worcester bench. A nice catch for Casey Stathopoulos. Vela will lean in against Turner once more. Moving up again with Crossman. Crossman throws it on, a kick save for Michaela. A lot of shots from distance for the Blades. Not a lot of second chance opportunities in the first period. Prevost once more, hard into the wall. A flip up and out. Megan Greaves trying to use her speed to beat out the icing. She will beat out the icing call. The Furies win the race. With the lineswomen judges, we play forward. Allen flips it in, no icing here. Off the wall for Stathopoulos, it's cut off by Fost. And McGreco along the wall. Stathopoulos can't hold it in. Gamble takes it away from Fleming. Now she has Spooner. Natalie Spooner with speed to the right side, to the middle. No shot coming for the Furies. And with 65 seconds to go in the period, Stathopoulos rushes back. McCaskill around for Casey. Stathopoulos along the wall. Spooner. A 7-inch height difference between Spooner and Stathopoulos. Now Fost. She'll spin around, content for the last 40 seconds of the period. The Furies hosting a 2-0 lead. Spooner will tip it ahead. Chelsea Goldberg is the one there for Worcester. Atkinson once more. Cut off by Darkangelo at the red line. Atkinson flips it back over the stick of Turner. Darkangelo rushes her, and off the puck, she has a chance for 3 and misses her chance. Myers spinning away from pressure. Off the wall just to run out the last 7 seconds. Fedeski will take it, and that will be the end of the first 20 minutes. We thank you for joining us on the Worcester Blades YouTube channel. Cheyenne Darkangelo with 2 goals so far for the Furies, as through 20 minutes, that is the end of the first period. Worcester Blades trailed the first yesterday 1-0. They had to wait till the third period to get their first goal. And with a 2-0 lead, Michaela has not been challenged in the Toronto net. Jessica Convery has seen many a shot. We'll take a quick break, and that'll be it for the first period. Thank you for watching Worcester Blades YouTube. Welcome back to the Worcester Blades YouTube channel. The second period just about set for action here. Max Walpuff back with you as it's a 2-0 game for the Toronto Furies. Shots on goal for the first period, 11 for the Furies, 10 for the Blades. Blades had the only power play of the period. They did not strike on it. Back in net, but Jessica Convery looks like she has been relieved of duties for the Blades as Lauren Dahm is now in net. So Dahm enters the game in the second period. She's been the workhorse goaltender for most of the Worcester Blades the last 3 seasons. Dahm finished last season with 928 saves to pace the league out of 1,023 shots faced. Also a league leader in that category. She had to be heavily relied on with the injuries to Jetta Ratcliffe early in the season last year. And Dahm getting a chance, her third game of action this year. As Morgan Turner wins the faceoff, we're back underway. Alexis Miller back for Atkinson. And for Williams, now up ahead for Crossman, a little bit of time and space, but the Blades are offside, 10 seconds in. As Morgan Turner discussing with Megan Greaves what to do. Turner, 5'8", right-handed shot, still looking for her first goal this season. As she is able to get the face-off for Greaves, gets it forward, but back ahead channel, push it up, and now Michaela forced to play. Quinn with it. Back for channel. Up ahead for Prevost. Across ice for Allen. Into the feet of Turner. A shove given, and Turner stays on her feet. Into the feet of Vela. Poked away from her. Thrown up, and this will be a free clearance, as no icing here. Blades a chance to change the period of the long change. And tipped by Nurse just ahead of the red line, though. She did not gain it. And the lineswoman, adept eyes, able to spot it and call Toronto for the icing. Turner out there with Myers and Goldberg. Myers, the only remnant of the last championship team for the Blades. She won that in her rookie season. And this is her 5th CWHL season. Now taking sole captaincy as the shot goes up and out of play. Myers out of Las Vegas, Nevada. She's also an assistant coach at the Division III Becker College starting back in 2015. Myers played D3 at Utica College, 104 games played for her in her career, and a senior alternate captaincy. Tipped on net, and close call here. Michaela, though, makes the save. And Worcester coming close to a strike. Head coach Courtney Kessel opting for a line change, sending out Darkangelo, Fulton, and Howard. Darkangelo with both of the goals so far today. Howard with her first professional point on an assist on the first goal. Myers has got it in the far side corner. She'll pull up on a button hook and head back the other way. 18:45 to play in the second period. A 2-0 lead for the Furies, both goals coming back in the first. Up ahead, Howard, poked off the puck by Atkinson. The defenseman out of Fort Worth, Texas, second in Lindenwood's school history in games played with 135. Fulton across the blue line onside. Darkangelo is spotted by Myers up and over the head of Dahm as Dahm pokes it to the corner. Courtney Turner around Howard. Back up for the #1 overall pick 2 years ago. She'll flip it in and try to cut around her defense of Emily Fulton. A full line change for the Blades. 4 now. Turner heading off. It'll be completed. Emerging out is Fost. Now finds Darkangelo, who cuts in, but the Blades are offside. Howard a step over eager. Rebecca Fleming up for it. Fleming out of Holy Cross then for 2 years, then spent 2 years at UConn. Cut off by Miller, the chance for Gamble. Fleming over the red line, cut off, and couldn't carry it in, but the Blades catch a break here with the offside whistle. Sarah Nurse was looking to turn up ice. 17:29 to play. McCaskill leans in on the faceoff. Out of Valley, Nova Scotia, played 140 games for the Mercyhurst Lakers in her collegiate career. She's getting her master's at Manhattanville College. McCaskill sends it around. A penalty coming up here on the Furies. As hauled down was Fleming, it'll be interference with her away from the puck. So the second power play chance for Worcester. Worcester 0 for 4 on the power play yesterday, 0 for 1 so far today. Williams holds it at the line. Greaves back for her. Now Miller again. Thrown to the middle, cut off, and a chance shorthanded for Vela and Fost. Miller takes her away, and Demi Crossman comes back for it. Crossman out of University of Minnesota Duluth throws it in. Emma Greco is the only one there. She'll field it cleanly around the boards. Miller keeps it alive. 35 seconds gone by in the interference minor. Miller again at the blue line. At the wall, flipped back in by Crossman. And Turner couldn't get to it fast enough. Michaela stops play. 16:30 to play from the Worcester Ice Center in Worcester, Massachusetts. A minute 15 to go as head coach Paul Kennedy in his first year with the Blades will roll out his second unit. Megan Quinn hammers it along the wall. First one to it will be Atkinson. Myers for Turner, now back to Myers. At the hash mark, skip a woman and shoot, and it goes wide. As Dom will calmly stop the puck behind her net. Atkinson again will survey her chances. Natalie Spooner in on the forecheck. Taryn Harris taken off the puck by Spooner. Has a stick wrapped up in her arm, but no call from the nearby official. Myers across the ice for Harris. Harris gets it up for Turner. They're in on side. Losing control of the puck, though. Harris can't get to it to keep it in. 27 seconds left in the penalty as Atkinson flips it around. Turner chasing after it as Melissa Channel will bank it off, and Natalie Spooner finishes the job to get it out of the zone. Turner loses her stick but will head off for a change. The Blades were offside now that they've all tagged up. Spooner tips it in. And Miller trying to break out on the far side of the ice. Stathopoulos, as turning out of the box is Fedeski. She gets back on the short change out of the penalty box. Penalty expired, back to even at full strength. Williams, and she'll run down McCaskill. Now Stewart setting up in front of the net. Howard a chance, goes high and wide. Stewart spins it for Fleming and Worcester. You'd think after a summer of realizing the relocation of the team you would have the city name down by now, but I do not. 14:47 to go as Worcester ices the puck. Miller and Williams talking things over. Williams, the #1 overall pick in this past year's draft. Miller, an undrafted free agent. Miller initially retired after college. She is making her comeback as an undrafted free agent. Howard back up top. And a missed chance for Fost as Fleming, her number counterpart, will flip it ahead. This allows the Blades a chance to change, and they get 4 new personnel out there. Giannino can't cut off the pass, and she's tripped up by Sarah Nurse. Nicole now has it, the Holy Cross veteran. Will flip it in. She's probably familiar with this rink as the Holy Cross Crusaders play here in their college games. 14:14 to go. Worcester flipped in underneath the red line. No icing. All 5 players for the Blades up on this forecheck. Stewart capes it along the wall. Greco loses control. Now Christina Brown along the wall. Blades trying to set up the attack. They're down by 2 with 13:53 to go in the second. And Sperling from the back end, tipped on and wide. Brown a stick lift on Fost. Megan Sperling a chance at the net, and the puck is loose. Michaela will squeeze as Brown pops up after getting a hit down from Greco. The officials separate the two of them, and cooler heads will prevail. Back out with the starting line for Boston as Morgan Turner spars and loses control, with Emily Fulton winning the faceoff. Megan Greaves, however, forces the turnover. Crossman, a chance, goes wide. Williams keeps it in. Darkangelo, the 2-goal scorer, loses it to Turner. Turner gets around the stick lift but can't get past the poke check. Now Greaves spins it to the front. Crossman didn't have her stick down. Darkangelo. Back up for Gamble. Drop pass. Now another chance, wide of Dom. Toronto has not gotten that much traffic in front of Dom today. Dom coming in relief of the starter Convery. Greaves flips it in, played by a high stick, but Toronto opts to just touch it and stop play. 12:45 to go. We remind you, Worcester Blades are on social media at Worcester CWHL. Be sure to follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and like us on Facebook. It's sad that I can tell who's playing the music based on the music selection, but since I agree with it, I won't complain about it. Held in by Sperling at the blue line. She'll flip it in. Myers chasing down the puck. Gets it for Goldberg. Chelsea back for Myers. Bella spins it around Sperling. Holds it in at the line onside. Toronto now able to get it out. Courtney Turner in at the red line. Stops the play. Miller along the blue line. Impedes the progress of Prevost, but there will be no call on the play. Channel loses it to Goldberg in her skates. And with under 12 minutes to go in the second period, number 22 for Worcester will usher it up ice. Myers along the near side wall. Spins it into the front of the net, and it's cut off before it reaches Michaela. Atkinson loses the puck at the blue line. Vela has to tag back up as the Furies were offside. Worcester catching a break. Prevost into the skates of Atkinson. Atkinson spins away from 2 Furies players as McCaskill has to do the same. Getting the puck for Stathopoulos, she hammers it in. To the back wall, Nurse. Stathopoulos cuts off her process as Natalie Spooner, the captain, ushering it up. Greco carries it in onside. Looking for an option, throws it to the front. Spooner had her stick down, but no chance for. Stewart, a shot on and a save for Dom. Fost, toward the net, goes wide. It never got through to the Baldwinsville, New York native for the goalie. Spooner spins and fires, and it goes wide. Dom tried to cover. Atkinson opts to keep it alive. Up to the blue line, Nurse keeps it just alive along the blue. Nurse cutting in, loses control, but has it right back, spins and misses on the fire. Stathopoulos banks it off the glass and down the other way. Emma Greco will spin, no icing here. Blades get a partial change. Nurse taps it ahead. Harris cuts off Stewart, and Atkinson will hammer it back around again. Renata Fost is the first one to it. Brittany Howard once more with an assist already today. Pass up top for Quinn. Wind and fire, and it goes up and into the netting on the shot from Emily Fulton. Stratford, Ontario, a 2013 first rounder, second overall. Played 4 years at Cornell, went to the Frozen Four in 2011 with the Big Red, featuring 2 ECAC championships in her time at the Northern New York University. Miller around the wall off the faceoff win, and Caitlin Sperling flips it ahead. Nicole Giannino hard charging after it. And Fulton wins the race. Darkangelo right onto the stick of Miller, Sperling into the skates of Fulton. Under 10 to play now in the second period. Still a 2-0 lead for the Furies, both goals coming in the first period. A distance dump in, and Dom opts to hold instead of keeping play alive. Already some Halloween-themed music. Halloween not too far away. I do not have my costume, although if anyone has seen my suit in the middle of this broadcast, they probably know that I normally dress a little weird. Welcome to being someone of fashion. Turner gets it for Crossman. Vela taking it away, out of the reach of Prevost. Vela again behind the net. Vela, a sixth-year veteran, up for Melissa Channel in her rookie season, losing it to her number counterpart, Demi Crossman. Worcester loses control again, but they have 3 back to cover Prevost. Allen with the puck. Miller leaned down to take away the chance. Suzuki a drive, and no chance for a tip. Fedeski into the body of Miller, who gets it up for Crossman, who gets it out of the zone. Crossman and Miller going off for a change. They are able to get it. Toronto is offside. Platt doesn't realize it, and she instead forces the faceoff. Pass came from center ice, and that's where it'll come from. Platt, a 14th round selection by Toronto, number 67 overall, had 2 goals last season, her only points in her 3 years in the league. Nurse carries it in, throws it around, and finds Suzuki off the glass. Into Meyer's skates, Shannon Stewart all over her. Nurse again to the front, Stewart cuts it in, and a save for Dom. Myers has it once more, gets the pass away for Goldberg, ends up through her, but Courtney Turner's got it. Turner a shot on, a save for Michaela, chases the rebound, but the netminder covers up. Michaela was traded from Montreal to Toronto in the Jordana Peroff trade. She played 10 games for the Furies, a .372 goals against average, and .889 save percentage in the last campaign. Prevost with a lot of speed off the faceoff. She comes in hard, and a glove save for Dom. Gamble again, losing control. Stathopoulos can't find the handle. Gamble a shot, picks it out of the air, and Dom will squeeze to stop play. Spooner and her mates will stay out there for the face-off as McCasco leans in. And Spooner will be judged in fault, as it was the right wing with Anissa Gamble who came in too early. Prevost comes in and she'll win the face-off. Spooner gets it back as Molson hammers it around. Gamble once more. Molson along the wall for Prevost. Into the back of the net as Fleming will usher it out. Fleming from Boston. She chases down Molson. Behind the wall, fast. Up ice to the blue line, Miller unable to hold it in. And I think they're going to call Worcester for offside here, as it banked off the last player coming off to tag up. Allows both teams a chance to change. Then with 7:13 to go, a chance for me to remind you to follow the Worcester Blades on YouTube. So be sure to subscribe to this channel for more live streams throughout the course of the season, especially next weekend when they take on the Calgary Inferno. Darkangelo chasing it down. Giannino staples her to the boards. Some help from Howard for Toronto. To the back now, Channel. Near side of shot ends up in the equipment of Christina Brown. Brown spins away from Fulton. Her errant backhander is cut off. Megan Sperling off the wall looking for her sister Caitlin. Fulton, well, time and space for her as Miller comes in to help Christina Brown on the back check. Brown will crush her into the boards, and this is going to be a penalty on Worcester. Michaela hard charging off the ice as it'll be a 6-on-5 chance for Toronto. Howard with the goalie pulled for the extra attacker with a delayed penalty. Howard once more. 6:08 to play. Toronto will go to the power play for the first time when Worcester touches up. Howard once more. As Brown trying to touch, so is Miller. They're unable to do so. Channel in on net. Save made for Dom. And Nurse has it once more on the rebound. Quinn for Channel. Across ice for Nurse. Skip a woman Channel. Back for Quinn. Nurse a drive. No goal! Right off the crossbar. That was close. Referee is talking it over. There's no video replay in this league. We don't have the capability at every rink, so I think the referees are going to talk this over a little more. If they call it a goal, there will be no penalty. Not sure what else to tell you with 5:34 to go. Toronto's either going to the power play or it'll be 3-0. It looks like we'll stay with it here. As this looks like it might be more than 2 minutes for Christina Brown with an extra person going into the box. We'll wait for the announcement. It's 5-on-4 for Toronto. Fast for Nurse, low for Spooner. Surveying up for Nurse, blocked by Atkinson. She'll hammer it around and Fast will keep it alive. Turner trying to soccer style it out as Atkinson is able to get it to the red line over the blade of Greco. 30 seconds gone by in the penalty to Christina Brown. There is a second body in there for Worcester. So 2 for hitting from behind is the only call so far. And there's the reason there's a second person in there. Shannon Hickey, who we have not seen a whole lot of today, will serve the final 59 seconds of this penalty as the puck flips up out of play. So a 2 and a 10 for Christina Brown. Her first penalty minutes of the season. Darkangelo, another face-off win for Toronto. Channel at center point will find Howard. Now for Fulton. Channel again. Off a stick, gets to Howard. For Fulton, center point. Surveying her options in the umbrella, goes to her right for Channel. Skip a woman for Howard. Fulton again. Back on net, and a blocker save for Dom. Fulton once more with 40 seconds left in the minor. Howard cuts around a defender. Miller wipes out getting her stick on it, and Darkangelo can't turn and fire the backhand. Chelsea Goldberg will flip it the whole length of the ice, right onto Amanda Michaela in net. The third-year goaltender watches her team as they set up behind her and will break out. 20 seconds left in the minor, as Christina Brown will be out of service for the Blades for a little while longer. to the middle and wide. Julie Allen on the crash in. Howard once more, top of the face-off circles. She'll cut to the other side. And Dom another save. So Hickey comes out of the box. That's the end of the power play. However, Christina Brown will be out of service for the rest of this period for the misconduct minor. McCaskill gets the face-off back for Williams. Fleming plays it with a high stick. First to touch it will be Senna Suzuki, so that is canceled out. Fleming keeps it in the Toronto zone for a brief moment. Here comes McCaskill again. Around the kick plate, Suzuki. At the middle of the ice finds Stewart, who gets it right back for her. Across Prevost, but just a bit over-eager are the Furies, and they are offside. 2:57 to play in the second period. No score in the frame. Again, thank you for joining us on the Worcester Blades YouTube channel. I'm Max Walpoff, as the faceoff will be to the opposite side as the players were going. McCaskill spins it for Stathopoulos. Megan Sperling gets it over the blue line. Her pass is cut off by Nurse. 2-on-1 here for Platt, and a save for Dom. Rebound is swept away by Atkinson, and Fleming will turn and burn the other way. Fedeski misses the connection for Spooner, as Dom is forced to play it, and she'll cover, no icing. Two minutes and 30 seconds on the clock. Coach Kennedy will send out another pair, as Hickey now centers this line. Thrown on and a kick save for Dom. Shot from the back end for Renata Fost. Spooner. Fost again, she whiffs, and Caitlin Sperling takes the puck away from her but can't get to it. Spooner once more. The Toronto captain up for her assistant Fost, up for Greco. On net, tipped away. Platt once more, tried to go through her legs, couldn't get around Miller. Giannino whiffs twice on the pass, but Toronto has vacated the zone. Miller off the glass and through the skates of Giannino for Nurse. Far side dump in for Williams. Around the wall, Miller has it once more. Bank pass finds Fulton. Toronto is in onside with Howard. A blistering shot off the glove of Dom and out. 90 seconds left in the second period. Howard again around the net. Try to get it back for her, but taken away by Miller and Greaves. Toronto is in onside on this play. Miller up for Sperling. Pass broken up. And a brief 2-on-1 if Toronto hurries. Howard to the middle for Darkangelo, misses a chance, save made. Rebound Karam's out, now Howard's got it again. Quinn, back for Howard. Out of the reach of Quinn, Channel cuts it off at the blue line. Thrown wide, and Fulton will skate it around. Dom just has to watch from her crease. Harris kicks it for Williams. Channel cuts off the clearance, sent through the blue paint on a tip from Fulton. Final 40 seconds of the second period. Over the head of Howard, Williams is the first one to it. One last rush for the Blades. Chance here for Greaves. They are in onside. Greaves to the middle. Crossman cutting in, didn't get her chance at it. Michaela was bowled over in the process. She gets up, no harm, we play on. Flipped in icing on Toronto. And with 21.9 to go, Worcester an offensive zone faceoff. Miller and Williams at the back end with Turner, Goldberg, and Myers, the forward trio. Turner asked to not take this faceoff. Myers will come in instead. Wins possession as Turner's got it, spin and fire, and Michaela another save. This save allows Toronto a chance to change, and they will do so with their forwards as well as their defense. Fedeschi and Suzuki now out there at the back end as Prevost and Nurse come off the bench. Turner tries to push it forward again. That's a common move of hers, but it's right into the skates of the center, and breaking up is Prevost. Through the legs of Miller, try to get to Allen, who's only able to tip it to the right side of the net. Slashed out of the hands of Miller is her stick, and with the end of the penalty, at the end of the period, that'll be a penalty on Toronto. So the Blades will go back to the power play when we come out of the intermission. Christina Brown still has the misconduct penalty. She'll sit for a few more minutes of the second period. However, the score is still 2-0. Lauren Dahm makes all the saves in the second period. We thank you for joining us once more on the Worcester Blades YouTube channel. We'll be back for the third period. Welcome back to Worcester Blades YouTube. Max Walpoff with you here as we shout out thanks to all the men and women in our technical, media, and staff crew today. Getting set for the third period of action. Dom in the cage on the far side of the ice, Michaela in the cage on the near side of the ice, as we're here on a perch just above the Toronto defensive end in this period. We thank you for joining us. Shots on goal through the first two periods of action. The Blades lead the Furies 20-18. It's been a tight contest tonight, and the Furies were inches away from adding a third goal, banking right off the crossbar and out. The officials discussed briefly what to do about it, but they ended up deciding that it was no goal. Christina Brown still in the penalty box after her 10-minute misconduct penalty in the second. A brief moment to stop as we see the starting lineups once again. It is a power play for the Blades to start the period. A slashing call on Julie Allen right at the end. Furies did not touch, but the period was over, and so the power play will begin here. Blades start 5-on-4. Alexis Miller cutting over the blue and red line. She comes in on side with the dump in and kicked out of the zone by Greco as Atkinson ushers back. A save made. 19:34 to play. Fost gets it out of the zone on her own accord. Greco will spin and cut right back in. Greaves a stick lift, carries her to the ice, and a chance at a turnover. The Blades can't get it out. Now they can. Morgan Turner up ice all alone. She comes in just a bit offside. Rushing in was Demi Crossman. A minute 16 to go on the penalty. Courtney Turner will again lean in on this face-off. The second-year player against Caroline Prevost, the 7-year player. Goldberg-Duany loses control of the puck. Held at the point by Harris, but it bounces over her blade, and Vela chases after it and gets around her. Prevost once more, spins and can't get a pass away. Under a minute in the power play. Up for Goldberg, and Quinn cuts her off at the red line. Turner once more. For Taryn Harris, out of the reach of Turner. Finds Quinn once again. Myers can't cut in with Turner still offside. Now she can as she tags up. At the line, Williams unable to sweep it back in. Dom shouting orders from her cage. The third-year netminder came in relief of Jessica Convery, who allowed the first 2 goals of the game. Dom has been in since the start of the second period. Up ice, cut off by Suzuki. Spooner goes in shorthanded the final 8 seconds of the power play. She's spilled to the ice by Miller as Myers touches up. 4 seconds of 4-on-4, but the Blades power play will end without a goal. Myers will instead go, as she shares a moment of frustration with fellow captain Christina Brown in the penalty box. So the Furies, a 1-minute 56-second power play will start as soon as Allen is let out of the box, which she is now. Short change, on comes Anissa Gamble. The 5-woman power play unit is out once more, as Gamble has it back up for Fost. Waits, finds Gamble again. Shot into the stick of a defender. Banked right into the Worcester net and out of the Worcester bench. Megan Sperling tried to catch that one with her right hand as it zinged by her. Unable to catch it, but a little bit of pain as a result. 1:36 left in the power play for Toronto. They have yet to strike with the woman advantage. Up top for Emma Greco. Fost down for Spooner below the goal line. From her office behind the net, spins it for Nurse. Greco again into the body of Stathopoulos. Spooner once more to the middle, and it was up high. Stathopoulos can't clear it out. Fost and Greco play catch. Now include Nurse in the game. In on net, right at the corner, and it's kept out. What a dive across by Alexis Miller to save the third goal. Dom has recovered her stick in the process. Gamble in with some speed, and she's taken to the boards. 45 seconds to go. The Blades catching a good break with Miller diving across. Allen spins the puck around. Atkinson, backhand shovel into the skates of Howard. Darkangelo misses. She has the only 2 goals of the game so far. Shot on, banks off a few bodies. Morgan Turner unable to play it. Darkangelo again behind the goal line. Passing lane cut off. She'll move and try a new one. Final 10 seconds of the penalty to Myers. Cross-ice pass is cut off by Williams, and Myers is out of the box. Back to even at full strength, 5-on-5. Channel, a blistering shot is wide. Now Morgan Turner with Megan Myers up 2-on-2. Morgan cuts to the middle into the skates of Myers, and it rolls on for Michaela to make the save. .47 to go. The Blades a chance to change off their penalty killers and get a fresh unit out there. Turner will come in on this offensive zone faceoff. Opposing her will be Jess Vela, but in a brief substitution, Morgan Turner will come back on. And as a punishment, Crossman has to take the faceoff. Instead, the Blades win it, no harm, no foul. Greaves cuts around one, and her pass toward the net is blocked. Crossman gave a bit of a shove to Vela. They were sparring in front for positioning. Miller shovels it straight into a body. Fedeschi up for Prevost, it's behind her. Crossman crosses up one, can't get around Vela, as Greaves sends it back to the back line. Miller waits and goes up the near side. 15-12 to go in the third period of action. Miller again, running out room from Shannon Stewart. She'll carry it up herself. End to end she goes, and a kick save for Michaela. Nurse once more as it's 3-on-1 the other way. Getting back is Turner on the back check. To the middle, Dom has it. And the officials will stop play as they lose sight of the puck. 5 minutes and 9 seconds gone by in the final period of regulation. Toronto will be hosting Montreal next weekend. Games at 6 and at 1 p.m. As for the Blades, they will welcome the Calgary Inferno for the first time this season. Turner once more. Turner sends it on, and a kick save from Michaela on a shot from distance. Myers spars with Fost. Fost wins the joust, but unable to clear. Harris right into the waiting stick of Nurse. Harris again cuts it off. Chelsea Goldberg will give chase. She'll send it around. Shannon Molson is there for it. Off the stick of Nurse. Up for Gamble, who finds Fost. She'll charge up with Spooner. Leaves it for her. Forward back for Fost, and it's off of her skates into the wall. Across and just missing a chance with Spooner. Looks like she may have broken her stick in the process. Shot on for Michaela, and she will stop as a snow shower comes from Aaron Kickham. Yeah, indeed, she did shatter her stick. The blade came off. 13:53, 50-50 number is 236. Kickham's got it, spins it to the front. Try to get it for Giannino, a chance on net, and Sperling couldn't finish. Giannino was left all alone and could not get the puck to her. Channel, cutting in, drop pass, finds Howard. And back up again go the Blades. Giannino under her blade, Quinn has it. Gets to the red line and will do a safe dump in. Allows her and her D partner to change off. Held in by D'Arcangelo as they tangle with the body of the referee. Fedeschi waits and fires right into the body of Stathopoulos. A 3-on-2 if the Blades have a chance to hurry. Sperling onto the stick of Suzuki, and now Howard's got it. Giannino charging off the ice, trying to get off for a change. She does. The Furies are in offside, and with 13 minutes to go, we'll have a neutral zone draw. 2-3-6-3-5-2-0 for the 50-50. Off the faceoff win, Atkinson finds Miller. They can't get it very far. Miller sends it beyond the reach of Fedeschi. Suzuki back for it, and behind her cage, looks over her options. She tries one, doesn't like it, and will go back to square one. Off the kick plate, up for Spooner. Spooner gets around Fleming, who sends it up ahead, just missing Jessica Platt, who cuts in anyway, and a hard shot saved by Dom. Off the glass and off of Spooner's skates, Nurse is back in onside. Nurse to the middle. Waits for something to develop. Opts to pass, finds Platt, back for Nurse, and she's converged on by 3 Blades to take away the puck. Fedeschi wind and fire, and it's up into the netting and out of play. 12:05 to go in the third period. We remind you to follow along all season right here on the Worcester Blades YouTube channel. Be sure to subscribe for more videos. Next weekend it is just us when the Calgary Inferno come to town. Again, we thank you for joining us for the third period. I'm Max Walpuff. Cheyenne D'Arcangelo had both goals as she is on the bench now for the Furies. Those goals came back in the first period. Fost. Up ice, up ahead. Prevost off her blade, and she misses it. Just pass a bit strong. Fost again. To the back, Greco. Plenty of space. Cutting in, Dom, keeping it out. Greaves. A back pass. And the Blades will reset in their own end. Banks off a stick. Watch out, Prevost. Right on net, and Dom will squeeze. Shot right into the crest. And with 11:31 to go, the Blades need 2 to tie it. Fulton leans in against Turner. And it's sparred for in the dot. Howard fishes it out. Across the middle of the ice looking for Fost, unable to get it to her. Banks up and over. Williams, off the wall, Goldberg, beaten out by Greco. D'Arcangelo a chance, sprawling save for Dom. Greco once more, down low for Howard. Up top, and a shot from Fulton is over and out. D'Arcangelo again. Cut off from the puck, Howard's got it. 10:47 to play in this third period as Turner spins round and round they go with Fulton. Goldberg banks it off the boards and out of the zone. Howard ends up in her skates. D'Arcangelo's got it once more. Back for D'Arcangelo, and looking for her third of the day, has it go wide. Turner a lot of room. She has Myers. They straddle the line onside. Myers aims and fires into the glove of Michaela. A lot of one-and-done rushes for the Blades, either on a kick save, spun back out by the Furies, or an easy stop from Michaela, who squeezes and opts to let her centers do the work on the faceoff dot. The Blades win this one, though, as Harris spins it on. Ends up in the skates and now back on the stick of Sarah Nurse. Nurse cutting along. To the middle, broken up. Now Greaves has it again. Greaves, the North Carolinian, cutting up the middle of the ice. Now goes to the left side, a cross-ice pass for Turner. Crossman to the front of the net. Turner a chance. Saved by Michaela. The rebound is smothered. And Turner taken to the ice. Under half a period left to play in regulation. The Blades still needing a goal. McCaskill leans in on the faceoff, and she will push it back. The Furies don't control possession. Fleming, backhand along. McCaskill after it. Channel gets it back for Quinn. Quinn again back for Channel. 9:30 to play in this third. Blades are exercising 5 players on the forecheck, all of them below the blue line. Tough to break out for the Furies, but they're able to get to the blue line where Stathopoulos holds them in. But now that the structure's been broken, Channel rushes it up. Sends a shot right into the shin pads of Miller. About 9 minutes to play now in the third period. Sperling rushing up ice. Over all 3 lines, she flips it in onside and will go in as the only Blade in the zone. Hard charges into Suzuki, who spills out. Spooner can't get it out. Courtney Turner has it. Back for Goldberg under her Blade. Sperling getting off just in time. On comes Atkinson to defend this rush. Velo, with Williams in front of her, sends a shot into the glove of Lauren Dahm. Lauren Dahm, part of Clarkson's first NCAA championship tournament appearance in 2010. She spent 4 years there from 2007 to 2011. Shea Tilley, the third string goaltender for Toronto, who got the Toronto Fury's first win of the season back on this past Wednesday against Shenzhen as Worcester wins the faceoff, has broken just about every one of Dahm's records back at Clarkson. She was part of 2 national championship teams, back-to-back in 16-17 and 17-18 for the Golden Knights. Williams in her own zone. Far side of the ice, Myers. Pass broken up. Suzuki hammers it right back for Williams, who was coming off for a change, and now finally a chance to do so. Goldberg flips it in, and she'll change off as well. Molson, rushed by Myers, gets the pass for Suzuki. Under 8 to play. Into the skates of Myers. Greaves, right off the shoulder of Michaela to hold the post. Myers is checked down, no call coming. Prevost gets around Sperling. Fulton waits and fires, another blocked shot. Darkangelo cuts to the slot, can't get to the puck. Morgan Turner over the red line with it. Charges in on side, she's cut off by Fost. Greco gets up and has the puck. Over the head and through the legs with Harris. Howard losing the puck again to Miller. Miller can't get it out. And on her backhand now she has a chance to do it with some open ice. Bank it off the boards. Fost trying to cut off Greaves' space. Done so successfully. Now onto the waiting stick of Emma Greco. Nurse to the middle, turned over to Greaves. Now a 3-on-2 if the Blades hurry. Greaves got it. Left side of the ice, the shot through. McCaskill can't spin it around. Greaves again, the pass for Fleming. Backhand chance is weakly cut off, and now Suzuki gets it for Spooner. She'll go up with her 2-on-2. Spooner circles the wagons. 4 fresh bodies out there for Toronto, over the stick of Nurse. Back for Spooner again. 6:13 to play in the third period of a 2-0 game. Suzuki back for Spooner. Around. McCaskill allows the Furies to grab it. Now Suzuki at the back line. Shot on and didn't get through to Dahm. Spooner can't settle the bouncing puck. Suzuki does. Pop up McCaskill again. Along the wall now for Atkinson. Under 6 to play. Pass through the middle of the ice, cut off. Williams banks it around, out of the reach of Stewart. Stathopoulos will spin it in, and the Blades a chance to change personnel. Chelsea Goldberg will be the first Blade to reach Julia Fedeschi with the puck. As she banks it in, this is looking like it'll be icing on Toronto. And with 5:23 to go, down by 2, you wonder when head coach Paul Kennedy will pull Lauren Dahm for the extra skater. Turner out there with Myers and Goldberg. Goldberg has it off the draw. Miller at the back line. For Harris, off the heel of her blade, sends it in. Suzuki's the only one there. Now Myers on the wall. To the front, Turner cut off by Fedeschi. Into the body of Harris, she can't keep the zone. Turner again as Goldberg coming off. Myers pokes it past Fedeschi and will head in herself. Into the body of Greco. Back from Myers on her stick. Cut to the front for Turner, and the pass is intercepted and cleared out. Megan Sperling spins back toward her bench. Crossman can't cut off the pass as Prevost gets it out. Atkinson through the middle of the ice, taken away by Prevost. Now Howard, wind and fire, and an easy glove save for Lauren Dahm. 4:27 to play in the third. Blades need 2 to tie it. Fulton again leans in on the face-off circle, and she'll win it back for D'Arcangelo, a shot, and it's saved by Dahm. Redo on the face-off, back to D'Arcangelo, banks off of her sticks, and Greaves will charge up ice. Greaves with Crossman behind her, she opts to shoot off of the glove hand of Michaela. Turner into Howard's stick, gets it away for Greaves. Cuts to the middle and right into the chest of Amanda Michaela in net. .407 to play. Dahm out to the hash marks in her area. Sperling holds in at the line off the face-off, only until it can be rushed out by Greco. Nurse has it past Sperling through a lineswoman. Back inside, Spooner misses a chance to make it 3-0. 3:48 to play, a 5-car pile-up. The Blades fish it out. Greaves again. A frequenter on the Blades score sheet. She'll head off for a change. Crossman around, Atkinson coming down from the point position. She's stapled by Foss, and Nurse will pick up the loose puck. McCaskill forces her to the middle. Now Gamble. As Williams, with 3:21 to go, the Furies have it in their offensive end. McCaskill now back for Fleming. Fleming up ice for Stathopoulos. She scored in yesterday's contest. She'll cut to the middle and is cut off by Greco again. Solid gap control from the Furies defenders. Gamble. And a miscommunication pass. Spooner's got it anyway. She'll flip it in, and Dahm will tee it up behind her cage. 2:52 to go. McCaskill once more. Waits and finds Miller. Over the red line, dumped in. Michaela will tee it up for Quinn. Blades a chance to change off. 2:37 to go. Down by 2, the Blades need something to tie it. Tipped, no icing. Allen is the first one to it. Allen again, now Quinn. Prevost circles it to the front, and the Blades are there to cut it off. Myers right into the skates of Vela. A chance from the slot. Myers back to cut her off. Myers again near side wall, the captain for the Worcester Blades. Turned over again to Vela. 120 seconds to go in the game. As Courtney Turner flips it out for Megan Myers. Wonder when Dahm will come to the bench. Myers spins it to the front. Turner tips it up and high. Furies have possession again. Dom has to retreat into the crease as Allen flips it in. 1:38. The Blades need 2 to tie and 3 to win. Dumped up. As Turner has it right along the blue line, Greaves gets back on side. Turner rushes in, and Dom will stay in her crease. Greaves now for Williams. Dom staying in, tipped by Crossman. She misses the tip, and Michaela has the save. 1:15 to go. And Dom is going to stay in her crease. Turner leans in on the faceoff with Nurse and wins it for Greaves. Tipped on by Crossman, who is impeded on her way to the loose puck by Foss. We play on. Spooner's got it along the wall. Now Greaves gets it out of the zone, though. Miller, backhand for Turner. Bank up, and now it's now or never, really. Fost, back up ice quickly. Living up to her last name, Renata moves in, spins and fires. There's another save for Dom. Sprawled out, she stuck up the glove and put a stop to Nurse. 35 seconds left. Up and out into the skates of Foss, who will flip it in to kill off a little bit of more time. Miller. Flip up and away, and this will be icing on the Blades. 18.3 seconds to go, and the Furies have an offensive zone faceoff. Reminder, our next game will be this upcoming Saturday against the Calgary Inferno. 6 p.m. Eastern Time is a scheduled start from right here at the Worcester Ice Center and right here on this YouTube channel. Be sure to subscribe to keep up with the Worcester Blades. Quinn once more. Back at the back line, Quinn again, and Prevost. Toronto content to play keep away here for the final 8 seconds. Hard shot right into the pads of Miller, and they'll run it out along the wall, and the Worcester Blades drop to 0-4 on the season as Toronto goes above 500. Worcester gave it their best effort, were unable to get a goal past Amanda Michaela, who ends with the shutout today from Worcester Ice Center. A 2-0 win for the Toronto Furies, who will next welcome the Montreal Canadiens. We thank you for joining us on Worcester Blades YouTube. I have been Max Walpuff. Be sure to join us next weekend when the Calgary Inferno come to town. From all of us here at the Worcester Ice Center, and a special thanks to our technical and media crew, we bid you a good night.